Hi, this is John Dietrich with It's Your Money Radio, and I'm glad you're listening today. We've got a great guest today. We'll be introducing here in a little bit, Michael Miller with Family Back and Neck Care. And if you remember last time we were on the air, we talked about ketones, and we're going to continue that conversation. It's a fascinating conversation, and I really like talking about it. So, I'm here today, and Gary's here today. How you doing today, Gary?
Real good. How you doing today?
So far,
It's
so good.
So far so good. That is so awesome to do that. I'm Gary with A&D Mechanical Services. I know John says, "Well, you just run in the door at the last minute." I'm like that guy that says, "I will be there by 3 o'clock," or you're getting it free. You're not getting it free. I'm here. Anyway, it's wonderful for everyone today. I'm with A&D Mechanical Services, full service plumbing, heating, and air company. What's the weather doing out there today, John? It's warming back up, isn't it?
Well, it's a little warmer today. I like yesterday better.
Oh, yeah. Hey, did you see tomorrow's even going to be hotter?
Wow.
Yep.
That's got to be hard on your systems to go heat, cool.
Oh, it always is. The worst thing is that it lulls people into a sense of complacency with this time of the year. Because come Sunday, we're going to be back in the 60s with lows in the 40s. Monday, 60s, lows in the 40s, and we're going to become seasonally fall. What that does, though, is people are just not prepared. I'm going to tell everyone, if you're listening to my voice today, I want you to walk over to your furnace, turn your thermostat on, and make sure your heat comes on. You're going, Gary, why should we do that? Why? Because you don't want to wake up that cold morning. You don't want the puppy dog to be shivering and the cat to be snuggled under the covers. You get up, you turn your thermostat on, and guess what? Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, that's why. I recommend to everyone at least to get out there, try it early to make sure that it works. If it doesn't work, to give us a call. We're at 417-866-8257. You can get us. We'll come out. We can check it out. We can do it in a simple fall clean and check. We can check everything out, make sure it works. Or we can come out on that first morning. But the reason I tell you to do it early, you know why? Because that day, when it really gets cold, every call comes in and it's like, "Can you be here today?" And sometimes sad to say, I can't get everyone there today. If you had 30 people call today, could you get them all in? John's going, "Well, I'd like to have that happen. Give me a call."
I would not be able to get them all in.
You couldn't get them all in. No, none of us can. I'm just trying to be, it's that time of the year, so go ahead and get yourself prepared to do that.
So didn't most people already turn their furnaces on?
No, there's still a lot of people out there that haven't turned them on. I haven't turned mine on.
Oh, okay. I turned mine on.
You did?
The night before last, it was down to 46 degrees or
Oh,
something.
man. Well, I carry a lot of extra weight, that helps a little. And the other thing is that I put a nice, everyone says, how high should I keep my thermostat? Every degree you can keep it below 68 is going to save you money. So if you really can put an extra blanket on the bed, we use electric blankets. If you can put on, winter clothes, more fall-like clothes, don't just run around. I've been to people's houses, they wonder why their electric or their gas bill's so high. They're running around in shorts. It's January the 3rd, and they say, "Well, I can't keep it at 85. Well, if you'd have kept it at 72, you could have taken the trip to Florida with the savings.
Yep.
So to do that, so yeah.
Well, yeah, and I had a lady at work complaining about the cold yesterday morning, and, well, the only advice I could give her was to gain 20 pounds.
So how are things going in the financial kingdom this week?
Well, it's going pretty good. I've got a lot of new things happening. The radio show is a good source of advertising, and a lot more people out there who've heard of me and know what I'm doing. And so,
well, that's
awesome. I love talking to people on the radio, and the type of financial advising that I do, a lot of firms, they won't even talk to you if you don't have $500,000 or at least $250,000. And I'm here on the radio telling you don't have to use a commission broker dealer even if you're just starting out. I can help you. And so whether you have $15,000 or $15 million, you can give me a call at 417-763-3345. That's my direct number. And I can help you with your retirement planning, your college planning, or any other investment-related advice, including helping you save money on taxes, what to do with your IRA, what to do with your rollover IRA, your 401k and 403bs from work. There's a lot of things you can do, and when you invest with me, your money is your money. That's what the show is. It's your money. Your money is your money. I'm not going to lock it up in some annuity for the next 10 years where you're very extremely limited. And the worst news, they don't tell you that, you can take out a little bit of that annuity, but if you start taking money out of those things, the fees just start eating up what's left. And it's a horrible thing. I hate for you to go through that. And it's safe, but there's only one way to use it correctly, and that's to leave that money in there for 10 years and then use it for exactly what it's sold for, and that's income for life with no hope of ever getting your money back. And I think you can do better if you talk to me. So let me talk to you about your retirement savings plans, and if you're paying too much taxes because of gains in your investments, we can help you with that as well. So I'd love to help you out. Just give me a call, 763-3345, area code 417-763-3345.
Give you a call, come out to see you. What do I need to bring with myself?
Well, if you want to get something done that day, other than just meet me, and I'm happy just to talk to you on the phone for an initial meeting. But then, just bring in all of your statements. Bring in. Usually, I have an initial client questionnaire for you to fill out, which kind of tells you. So you call me up. I'll email you a questionnaire. You fill all that information out, send it back to me with some statements. Give me a few days to review that. And I'll have a pretty good idea of where you're at and what I can help you with right off the bat.
Okay. And you never laugh at us. I know you never laugh at me because I tell you some of my silly investment strategies in the past. So to do that. And he didn't tell you, but not only that, when you're buying mutual funds, every year they send you statements of how much they spent of your money. Just faithfully all the time. My wife and I look at them sometimes and we're like, wow, it's been a great market. Why is our investments so small?
And it really comes down to fees. When you're talking about, when you start hearing the word guarantee or people telling you won't lose money if the market goes down, well, what they're talking about is using an insurance company to protect your assets. But there are safer investments you can make. And really, over time, the more risk you take, the more money you make. And when you try to make the money without taking any risk, well, now you're paying so much in fees that you're really not getting anywhere anymore. So, we have to look at that. And and if an annuity is right for you, we have one that you can get into with no fees, okay, no commissions, and your money's not tied up for 10 years. So if that's right for you, I can put you in a product that's not going to cost you near as much of what these other guys, are trying to sell, because frankly, the commissions are so enticing, and the Department of Labor fiduciary rule is such a big topic right now for people who just don't want it to pass because they're working on commissions, and it's just, they really don't want you to know what you don't know, and I do. I want you to know what you don't know.
That's that transparency issue we were talking about.
Yeah, so, completely transparent, and keep your money your money. Let's talk about how we can do that.
All right. Some of the people that help keep us on the radio are Heather Rooney McBride. She's with Rooney McBride and Smith. She's a lawyer. And not only is she a lawyer, she's a great lawyer. She sits in here. You get to hear her talk every month. And she'll tell you a lot of things. She works a lot in trusts. But that's not all they do. They do trusts. They do bankruptcies. They do everything from if you get a ticket all the way down to doing businesses and other law. So it's their full-service law firm. She's at rmsattorneys.com, and their phone number is 417-708-9681. 417-708-9681. Do that. And then I'll give you one more of our sponsors. This is Marilee Doherty. She's with Clarity Insurance and Financial Services. She does home, auto, and she can handle your insurance needs. Their phone number is 887-6261. 887-6261. She can do that. She's saving John money, and she can save you money. You can take anything to her. She'll evaluate. She'll look at what you've got, and she'll give you some suggestions on what you need to do. Today, with what we've got, we're now going to take us to break. Radio, where you can make more money, you can save more money, you can actually have more money for all of your financial goals. We've been listening. John Dietrich's our host. He'll be speaking again in a few minutes. Before we get back to John, let's talk about Scrivener Solutions. What an excellent place. Gail Scrivener and her team of virtual assistants are there to help you. Mm-hmm. They can help you with all your needs. It doesn't have to simply be it's your business needs, but she can do just such a wide variety. I don't think I can tell you all that she can do for you. I know she can handle your social media. That's what she does. Yeah, that's what she does.
She's taking care of our Facebook page, which if you go to Facebook and search at Your Money Radio, the at sign, the symbol, mm-hmm. Your Money Radio, and that should get you right to our green It's Your Money logo. And if you go there and like us, you'll see all the information about all our advertisers. But Gail takes care of that. I'll tell you what, she was on vacation for the last couple of weeks, and we barely noticed because she has a really good team of professionals behind her, and they're all on the spot all the time. I had a couple of things I wanted taken care of while she was on vacation, and everything got handled professionally and on time.
Yeah, she can do it. She's got great people that work with her. She can handle your card needs. There's just so much that they do for us as a company with A&D Mechanical that they can do. She and her other professional people work together. If you go to ScrivenerSolutions.com, you can get on there. There is a download that you can have, and it will be the 5 must things you must know before hiring a virtual assistant. There's so many virtual assistants out there, but she's done that. She's got a few other little books she's written. So go on to there at her site. You can take a look. She's got a lot of stuff. If you keep up, I keep up with her social Twitter feed, and a lot of good information. She can help you.
And she's local here in Springfield, so you're not hiring a virtual assistant from who knows where that you'll lose contact with. No. She's right here in Springfield, so you can meet her face to face and talk to her and get that work done.
Oh yeah, she can do it.
She's also doing. What are you doing, Gail? A blog?
Yeah, she does our blog for us,
yeah, okay.
and she does a blog. She does our Twitter feeds. She can do those things for you. She's actually certified in QuickBooks. She can work with you on QuickBooks. She doesn't do accounting, but she can help you out with all those other needs that you have in an office. That's what I said. Sometimes it seems like we talk about some of it, but she can just do about anything you need.
So give her a call
yeah, you can give her a call. Look her up online. You can call her at 417-276-6009 or 6009 to be correct. Her number is 417-276-6009. It's Scrivener, SCRIVNER, solutions.com.
It's SCRIVENER.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, Scrivener Solutions.
Scrivener Solutions. Thank you for backing me up. I know everyone's still getting their shots ready. You keep telling them to do that. So when I screw up, they can...
Oh, yeah. So far, you're doing all right.
Today I haven't messed anything up that I know of.
Well, you haven't been here long.
I had to wipe mud off my boots, guys. We were putting in a water service for someone today,
and I don't usually do this, but I'm going to give a shout out to Hawthorne Bank if they're listening. We're looking at maybe adding them as a sponsor, so I hope to hear them because as a financial advisor, the first thing I like to see before I even want people to open up an account with me is that they have a habit of saving money, and you start that habit at the bank. And we can talk about how much money you should have in your savings account before you start investing and while you're investing, because your investments aren't immediate cash. I don't lock your money up. You can take it out, but it takes 10 days sometimes, depending on what we have you invest.
So you better have some emergency funds.
So you need emergency funds, and the best place to keep those emergency funds is at the bank. Hawthorne Bank has a really good money market account. I don't want to quote their rates, but it's above 1.5%. So you can earn a little bit of money on your money market account at the bank.
That is great.
And that was free, so they owe me now.
They owe you now. Yes, we're going to hear from you, Hawthorne Bank. Okay. And if you're out there and you got some questions, in just a minute we'll be here with Dr. Michael Miller, and our phone number is 862-9977.
Did you say we're going to take a break?
No. I said
Break.
in just a minute we'll be back. We'll be with Dr. Michael Miller. I didn't say break.
Well, why don't we just talk about him right now?
Well, I was going to say if you want to call, I was giving them the phone number so they could get on the phone and call.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, we'll answer your questions.
Call us, and you can talk to Dr. Bill.
That's what I said. Yes.
That way Gary doesn't have to talk to me.
No, I want them to call. I was trying to give them that number. We're all getting confused here. Now I'm going to have that drink.
What's that number?
It's 862-9977 or 1-800-375-0056. You can give them a call. You can talk to them. I'm sure I'll talk to them about anything. Today we're talking about ketones.
Yeah, and we got a call from Ava, Missouri last week. Was that 2 weeks ago or last week? So, yeah, we're reaching a lot of people all over.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you're not in the area and, you feel bad like, well, I don't want to bother Dr. Mike because I live so far away and I'll probably visit a doctor here. That's all right. You can still call him on the air and talk to him. He loves to brag about how
Yeah,
smart he
be
is
fine.
on the air, right?
I think
That'll
he
be
just
fine.
likes. I think he likes to see people healthy. I really do.
Yes, I do. I do. Not too many of us are healthy. Even the minute we get up in the morning, we start out dehydrated. We don't drink enough water.
I'm dehydrated right now.
That's right. Nobody drinks a gallon of water minimum every day.
Is it a gallon? Is that how much we
Yeah.
should be drinking?
At least it's about a 3 liter.
Well,
It's
you
about a
more
gallon.
for you because it's really based on your weight.
Yep.
Does beer count as water?
Nope.
Sorry, guys, I was trying for you.
I think alcohol and caffeinated beverages are excluded.
Are excluded. Okay.
But, yeah, Dr. Michael Miller's at Family Back and Neck Care, and you can reach him at 417-889-2225 and ask for Dr. Michael Miller. He's not the only doctor there, but he is the one that is sponsoring this radio program. So we'd like you to support him by asking for Dr. Mike when you call Family Back and Neck Care Center. And you also have a website.
Yes. AskMeDrMike.com.
Yeah, that's not hard to spell. I'm not going to spell that.
Just like it's pronounced.
Ask me that. What's on your website?
Well, we're trying to get that all fixed up, but we've got stuff on there for, of course, the chiropractic, and I do a lot of chiropractic rehab with disc injuries and whatnot like that. I also do acupuncture. Acupuncture is very good for pain control, especially during those disc issues that a person might have. I also do a lot of nutrition. So I expanded the practice into being able to help people with yeast and mold, intestinal problems, allergies, all that type
What
of stuff.
about anxiety?
Anxiety, yes, for sure. A lot of brain hormones come from the intestine, as a matter of fact, and serotonin is one of those. And if your intestines are not working right, then that can affect your moods and the brain activity through the serotonin levels.
So you can treat all kinds of things, help people feel a little better.
Oh yeah,
about
and
themselves
it's
in their
amazing
life.
what the good nutrition.
So it's
will
not
do.
just physical pain, but maybe
Uh-huh.
depression or anxiety,
Yep.
or
Oh yes.
even help them quit some habits.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hear you help people quit smoking.
Yes, you can use acupuncture for the smoking. I just love the ketones, as a matter of fact, for even the brain fog that kind of people can have.
Yeah.
That the mood is so much better. You can concentrate better if you're on ketones. And that's another reason why it's good to have a ketogenic diet, because
And
it's
You want to
burning
get
your
on
fat.
you want to get on a list if you want these ketones. I hear they're hard to keep in stock.
Well, we're having a hard time keeping them on because everybody wants a 5-day experience, and in a 5-day experience, you're going to probably notice a big difference in your energy levels, probably the fog, the brain fog, your concentration, maybe your productivity for the certain day that you use them is what you're going to notice immediately.
Did you have your ketones today?
Oh, yes. I had my Swiss hot chocolate and in the coffee this morning, and yeah, tasted like hot chocolate.
I was almost late, so you know I didn't have my ketones.
Well, that's good because I like to start my day. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do like to start my day with a cup of hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just read the news and see what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
and prepare for what might be happening with the stock market, because I
Mm-hmm.
like to keep track of those things, look at the international news and Bloomberg
Mm-hmm.
news and all that. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I
good, perfect.
could definitely use that hot chocolate.
Well, as soon as I get my stock in, I will prepare you a 5-day experience that you won't regret there.
All right, I can't wait to report my
Oh,
experience.
you'll be amazed. A lot of times a person won't have that after they have a lunch, kind of 20 or 30 minutes later, they get so draggy, they almost like they want to go to sleep. Usually if you're taking therapeutic ketones, you're not going to even have that. You won't have that drag down because you're not eating all the carbs.
Right.
And the sugar is going up and down all the time in us, and that's when we get groggy. So once you start burning ketones and your own fat as fuel, it takes all that stuff away.
You know, after we talked last time, and you said we can eat bacon and eggs, and that's good for you. I had bacon and eggs, and I have to agree. A big difference between eating that and maybe some pancakes or something that's all fully carbohydrates. And
Big
I'm
difference.
looking forward to doing the 5-day trial too. I'm going to see how that goes.
Yeah, and the first thing you want to do is just limit your amount of grains and your carbohydrates that you eat on a daily basis from that. You know, corn chips, anything corn, anything wheat,
Corn's bad.
corn chips.
They're
you know.
bad?
Oh yeah, corn is really bad for us.
So I thought like
Overall.
a corn tortilla would be better than a flour tortilla, but not really, huh?
Yeah, not really. Both of them will make you want to eat more.
What kind of tortilla should I use?
If you can find one that's made out of coconut flour or any of those kinds of things,
Or I can
That'd be
make
excellent.
my own out of corn.
yeah, you
Then
can
I'm-
make your own.
Yeah.
I'm still going to make some pasta out of coconut flour, or I would like to, what's that other flour? I can't think of it. But anyway.
So you can run that through
Yeah,
a
you
machine
just
and
make
make
it
your
up, yeah.
pasta just like you do
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, just mix it up with your eggs and, press it out like they do those others. And I'm going to do that.
How about you? You know, you guys are all cutting on to my thing, that coffee. Can you have some? Is there a coffee? Or I know you say hot chocolate, but that's not my morning drink. I mean, my morning drink is coffee.
Yeah.
Is there something you can mix with that?
Yeah, that's what I put with my Swiss cocoa in my coffee, and it's like a coffee.
Like
mocha.
coffee, like okay.
Yeah, and it tastes great. You can have a chocolate swirl. It's got a chocolate swirl flavor. They've got a keto cream. So.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you
So
can
they have
mix
it set up
yeah,
so
with
you
other
can.
coffee things.
All right. Is there a problem now with caffeine? That would be my next question to you.
They have their flavors come with either caffeine in addition to, or you can get it decaffeinated. So, yeah, usually ketones work really well with the caffeine. Actually helps get it into your cells a little bit better from a microscopic cellular level, so it's actually used better. But no, you don't need to have caffeine. in
Well, I mean,
there.
I was actually thinking the other way. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I like the caffeine in the morning. That's
Yeah, and I like the caffeine, the charged ones, which are charged with caffeine. That's the difference. But I like them both.
Well, you said this week you wanted to talk about more like diabetes and what ketones can help you with diabetes.
Yeah, I still am appalled. I keep thinking about this. Anybody that has diabetes, I don't care whether it's type 1 or type 2, I just am always appalled that nobody tells them you got to really limit your carbs, and to limit your carbs minimally, it might be the Atkins diet. But the best one is the ketogenic diet. Ketogenic means you're going to switch out of carbs and not eat the carbs so much, but you're going to teach your body how to burn the fat.
And is there any difference between men and women and the types of things they should eat?
They should eat? No, not really.
Okay.
We can all eat basically the same thing.
Okay.
Uh,
Or how about the way they use ketones?
Well, no, not the way they use ketones either, because we'll all burn the ketones if they're available. The thing is, in our bodies, if we give our body a carbohydrate, which is a sugar, then your body's going to burn that too. It'll preferentially sometimes burn the sugar before it resorts to the fat. So what you want to do is you want to limit the carbohydrate, and then your body says, well, let me get the fat. So you're actually going to start burning the fat, and you don't have to exercise. You're going to automatically get burning the fat.
And I know we talked about it with the fats for your brain. You know, that everyone thought it was sugars for the brain, but most current studies say it's the fats that actually fuel the
Well,
brain.
we're all made of fat and protein. That's what every cell in our body is made of, is fat and protein.
And so, yeah.
But, you know, that we don't need carbohydrates. That's why there's no necessary carbohydrates that are required, you know? So, we just don't need to have carbohydrates like everybody thinks.
So it's just something we've been mistaught or
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think so.
So-
Even from the standpoint of the, doctors, we just need to get more people off of the carbohydrates and get them on the fat and protein. They would be doing so much better, even energy-wise, just to that. And even the ketones clean the brain cells, make them function better, but that's the reason why you have, number one, you have better energy. Number two, you have a better mood, and your anxiety is a whole lot better too. I've noticed that with me. My own anxiety is a whole lot better. My mood's better, more energized, awake, ready to concentrate. And I can even go until 3 or 4 in the afternoon and think, oh, wait a minute, I didn't even get hungry and missed lunch. So
Tell me more about the experience that you're talking about. So we're talking about diet, but we're also talking about supplements. So if I come to you, okay, as a patient,
mhm.
and I want to do this, so I'm kind of looking at what the outline's going to be to improve my health. And because I've noticed, since we've started talking, I've tried to cut back on my starches and eat more
Mhm.
protein and fat.
Right.
And I know it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I know that I have more energy, and if I eat a big, and I love pasta,
Mhm.
but if I eat a big bowl of pasta, my intestines don't feel as good as
Oh, exactly.
if I eat a plate of ribs.
Exactly.
So I've noticed that because I've just started eating differently.
Mhm.
But you're not just talking about a diet, so you're talking about a supplement that you take, right?
Yeah.
And-
That's what the ketones are.
Okay, so tell me, just kind of outline the whole experience, like, what do you recommend, how much ketone supplement should I take, why should I take it, for how long should I take it,
Mhm.
etc. So could you just kind of, how much does it cost?
Well, that's a lot of.
I know, but
There.
those are the questions that I have, I think a lot of our listeners will have. It's
Well-
like, what are you trying to tell us to do?
Yeah, well, the first thing is that ketones, especially the therapeutic ketones, was brought into light here in the last, several years now. At the University of Florida, was a big guy down there that brought this out. And since they started putting it into these supplement, into the packs, and started taking it as an exogenous ketone, rather than waiting for our body to burn the fat, then we get to experience all of the therapeutic values, just like we were taking medicine. Okay? So we're raising up our ketone levels so that our body has to use it. That's what we're doing. And you'll hear people say, well, we're kind of biohacking our metabolism to be able to teach it to burn ketones better.
Okay, so
Okay, so that's the
so
supplement.
point one is, when your body is burning ketones
Uh-huh.
instead of sugars,
Right?
you're going to feel better.
You're going to feel better. You'll have a
So
lot
by
more
taking the
energy.
ketone supplement, you're kind of forcing, I mean, I'm sure it won't
Right.
work if if I'm pounding down the sugar and pasta while I'm on this diet, right? I mean, I have to change my diet too.
Yeah, it's good to change your diet, but now there's some research that's coming out that says if you take the sugar and the ketone at the same time, your body's going to burn the ketone
Okay, so
because it's preferential.
okay, so
And-
step one, let's use these ketone supplements, and you'll feel better.
Yeah, and I've put people on the ketones, and then you don't have to change your diet. And what will happen naturally is that you won't even crave the sugar and the glucose stuff. You won't crave those things that are loaded with sugar because your body's happy. Your brain is happy. I don't need that stuff. So you automatically change the way you eat.
Wow.
Your
Wow,
choices
that's-
get better. And then, since you're not using all that glucose in your body, you start to lose a lot of water weight. Because glucose always carries a lot of water with it, just so it will be able to be handled in your body.
So will this work like kind of a quick diet?
Quick diet, I don't like to say it quick because, you're gonna have to change a whole lot of things. But quick, it does work within a week or so. That's 5 days experience. You'll notice a difference. If you do a 10-day experience, you'll be down the road a little ways where you feel like you did. If you eat a bunch of pasta, you're just gonna feel like, oh geez, I don't know, this is not worth it. So you'll feel better if you eat more fat. You'll learn that real fast within a 10-day period of time.
So by using the supplement, it's going to change the way you want to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it all seems to happen really natural. I had experienced the same thing. I love noodles myself, and I love pasta, macaroni and cheese, the whole thing.
Starting to make us hungry. So
I
eat
can
things like that.
I
just,
skipped lunch,
I
so.
can just say I don't even want that. I was eating at a Japanese restaurant the other night, and I didn't even eat those noodles. And it's usually I'm all about noodles, but man, I would gobble down the meat and the vegetables.
So the other thing is we don't have to be guilty for desiring the meat.
Oh no!
You know, you
Yeah,
said
right.
ribs or steak or something that's
Yeah.
fatty. At least we talked about the man's food, bacon. Women, I know you all like bacon too, but yeah, a lot of us. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you feel. I hate to say it. I look at diets. I'm diabetic, so when I see it, and they tend to say this is the foods you want to really cut back. You know, a little small pack. They used to say cigarette pack size, but that's a horrible analogy.
Yeah.
But a deck of cards for your meat intake. But a bunch of mash. They pushed it with bread and the other things.
Yeah, they just switched everything out to making the carbs and the grains over there as far as the food groups, and that's actually pretty tough on us. If we limit our calories of carbs down to 5% of our total caloric intake for the day that we need, we will do a whole lot better. And we got to replace those calories with the fat.
So you said 5%? Is that what you said?
Yeah, around 5% is a good ketogenic diet.
Okay.
Okay.
So is a good way. And I like things easy. If you took your plate and you divided your plate out with a 5% slot, would that be close to what we would say?
That'd be like a 5-minute time on the time clock. On your clock, there'd be a 5-minute space
So
over
just
there
a-
on
just a
your
light-
plate, and half of your plate should be vegetables, and then a quarter of your plate should be protein, at least. So fruit, vegetables, and fat would take up 70% of it. Actually, fat should be 75%.
How about fruits now? I know they have a
Fruits
lot
not
of
so
natural.
much. Yeah, fruits not so much because they're going to contain a lot more sugar,
Okay.
and the fruits are going to take in a whole lot of fructose too. So as long as you count those in your total 5 to 10% of your overall carbohydrates, then you should be okay. So you can eat them, but you don't want to eat a lot of them because unless you're making sure you get a lot of fat in your whole total percentage, then you won't even crave the sugar for the fruit.
Okay. That's
So, yeah.
so vegetable. Just any preference to the kind of vegetables?
Oh, I'd always go with a vegetable that is a plant-based. carbohydrate. So
Like the beans, you told me the beans and,
yeah, beans
and wind limes
and peas, they are more carbohydrates, but they are plant-based.
how about the lettuce and
Yeah,
tomatoes?
they don't have a lot of carbs in the lettuce.
So I
Yeah.
love lettuce and,
Yeah.
like the good salad. My problem is not the salad, it's what goes on the
Yeah.
salad to make it.
Interesting thing with vegetables, like a tomato, the meat that we get in a tomato, we say, oh, that's a meaty tomato. That's where the carbohydrates are. See?
So if you want to
Yeah.
do it, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to go back to break here in just a second. We'll come back and we'll finish up on this. If you got a call, why don't you give us a call at 862-9977, 862-997. We're meeting today with Dr. Mike Miller, who's with the family back in neck medicine. And we'll be right back. Thank you. Wow, welcome back. You're listening to It's Your Money Radio, where you can make more money, you can save more money, you can have more money for all of your financial goals. We're here with John Dietrich and Dr. Mike Miller, and I believe we have a caller.
Yes, Donna, are you there? Hi, Donna. How you doing today?
Where do you find them? Well, what you can do is go to my website, and you can request a 5-day or a 10-day experience, or you can just contact us here at the radio station. They can give me your name and your address, and the telephone number. Do you? Oh, I see. Yeah. Basically, my phone number. Well, you can contact the office that I'm at, and that's at 417-889-2225. That's the Family Back and Neck Care Center, and we can get in touch with that. You can leave your name and your address and phone number with the radio station here, and I can call you back, and we can get more information to you that way also. Okay.
Yeah, if you-
Where are you from? Where are you from, Donna? Oh, okay, good.
Just nearby. Unfortunately, they're not available yet at Costco.
No,
Fire.
No.
you can't, no. They sure aren't everywhere.
No, we don't. They'd have to be at Sam's Club or one of those out here to
Yeah.
do that. No, they don't have them there yet either. You've got to find them. Yeah, Dr. Miller, the Family Neck and Back Clinic and Dr. Michael Miller do have
Yeah,
them.
just give us your information. Give your information to Gene here in a second,
And
and
just
Dr.
a-
Miller will get a hold of you and order them for you. How's that sound?
And so Hey, it was nice talking to you, Donna. Have a wonderful day. Don't hang up. Gene will come on the line with you and he'll get some information from you.
Thank you.
Well, Dr. Miller, we've been talking about things. Why don't you kind of give us a line of how you like this to go to start this off? How do we start this going?
Well, usually whenever I see a patient in the clinic, and depending upon what they are complaining with, but if they do have some problems with, I'll say brain fog, energy levels and whatnot like that, then we can usually start them on a supplement. We can give them a 5-day experience and a 10-day experience. Then they can start to order it themselves. If I have a patient that is actually pretty sick, if they've got some issues with mental problems or memory problems, or maybe they have been diagnosed with MS or some other kinds of things like that. On the more complicated cases, we might have to do some lab work, to make sure that we can do what we want to do with turning up everything around. But that's usually as simple as it is. We just get them started on the flavor that they like, and then they can go to the website and start ordering it themselves.
What if they don't have internet like Donna here? How do they?
Well, then they'll have to contact me, and then I can.
You can order it for them, or explain to them how to do that. Okay.
We'll find a way to get them on there to where they can get it for themselves.
So is this something you would order every month and take every day, or?
Yeah, usually your main dosage is 1 pack per day, and I can take half of it in the morning, and I can drink it all until 3 o'clock, and then mix up my next little package in the afternoon and drink that all the way until time to go up to bed, you know. So that's the normal dose. If I have a person that is pretty sick, needs some other therapeutic levels, then you can do 2 packs a day. And I mean, if needed be, you can take 3 packs a day. But not unless you're pretty sick. But you don't want to jump in there right at 2 to 3 packs a day. You want to kind of build up slow.
So as you build up, I mean, it's the good things are going to be the things that make you make your fall go away, to make you feel better. You're not going to have, there's not like a downturn effect that you're going to get from this.
Right. No, you'll find that once you take some ketones for a little while, and then you go back and eat some carbs, like you went a lot of noodles or something like that, you're gonna go, oh my God.
That Thanksgiving Day, middle of the afternoon, where you really want to watch the football teams, and all you can do is think, man, I really want to go to sleep because all your energy's gone.
Interesting thing is, by the time Thanksgiving comes around, if you're taking ketones and you go and eat your Thanksgiving, you're going to eat your protein, and your carbs will, you don't even want to take them out of the dish, because you'll do the fat and the protein. You'll be satisfied. You won't even have that afternoon Thanksgiving kind of sleepy time.
That's sleepy time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I noticed on Facebook you posted a picture of the 3 slices of pizza you ate.
Yeah, well, that was just all of the toppings.
Yeah,
You
just the
should have seen.
toppings.
I just left all of the crust all piled up, and you know, when you're eating a piece of pizza, you're probably eating a total grams of probably 50% carbs of that. If you're eating a slice of pizza, but you take off all of the toppings on that, and it's, you know, meat and fat is what a lot of it is, unless you get a vegetable in the pizza.
So your cheese is a fat is the worst. I love cheese. You don't take it away the pasta, but what about the cheese?
Oh yeah, the cheese is a lot better. You still have to watch your saturated fat, but you know, if you're eating reasonably, you can do it.
So if you put the cracker down and don't eat it, and you slice a little piece of meat, put a little piece of cheese on it, and eat that, that's a better idea.
Yeah, even that summer sausage or any of the sausages and stuff like that.
So a nice flat egg with bacon on it, wrapped up with nothing around it, that would work too. All right.
Oh yeah, you can take and put some like cream cheese in a jalapeno. They make a jalapeno popper, wrap it with bacon. You know, you get a little vegetable.
You figure out what you like to talk about. Sometimes you need to bring us some, or put them on your website. Give us some menu, the menu items for.
I'm going to try to get a whole bunch of that kind of stuff on the website. I'm really far behind on all that stuff.
Well, there's plenty of things to eat. Do you want to talk about how much it costs to go on the plan for ketones?
Yeah, say that again.
If I'm going to order the 10-day supply.
Right.
So how much do I have?
The 10-day, I think, is going to be $70. So we do a 5-day experience for about $35. And then that allows you to get a choice of what you really like as far as the flavor. That's the purpose of it. But if you already know you really want the chocolate and those kinds of things, then you can order a 10-day supply or just a 5-day.
You're going to get a 10-day supply of that hot chocolate to start.
Yeah, and then that way we can handle it for sure.
Okay. Well, we're just about to the end of our radio show. You get us so interested, and then it's about time to stop. I can't look forward to the next time we're together. You've been listening to Dr. Michael Miller. He's with the Family Back and Neck Care Clinic. We're supported by Rooney McBride and Smith. Attorneys from Springfield, 417-708-9681. Scrivener Solutions. Scrivener Solutions at 417-276-6009. Marilee Doherty with Clarity Insurance and Financial Services, 417-887-6261. I'm Gary Bingham with A&D Mechanical Services, 417-866-8257. And John Dietrich.
John Dietrich, Senior Investment Advisor at DB Advisors, 763-3345. Thanks for listening.